This is no longer rain. Right now, this is borderline downpour. Okay, how you guys doing? Duff here, sitting here in my hobby room, my EUC/3D printer room, sitting with my V11. And I'm here because I want to talk about a situation I have with my V11. And before we get started, I just want to reaffirm that I love this wheel. This is very quickly becoming one of my favorite wheels of all time. It really is. I love the wheel, but I wanted to address the last video that I did on Sunday. I mentioned how I was going to ride the V11, but I did not. And there's a reason for that. And originally I wasn't going to necessarily talk about it right away. I was going back and forth with Marty about it, and I think it kind of, I feel like I need to at least talk about this just so other people don't necessarily run into the same issue that I am going to be dealing with now. Okay, and I don't even know if it's going to be an issue for everybody, but it's an issue for me. So I thought I would share. You know, when you look back on some of the stuff that Marty has talked about, you know, he was the one where he exposed the problem with the manufacturing of the Nikola 84-volt system boards, how they didn't have the MOSFETs mounted correctly. You know, most recently he did the overheat hill test on the Sherman and blew it up. And there's been several things that Marty's brought to light that, in the big picture, you know, they get companies to change what they're doing, you know, to fix problems. And I think that's an important thing. So that's why I'm going to talk about what's going on with my V11. So like I said, I did not ride it this week. I planned to. If you may remember, the week prior, two Sundays ago, was it Saturday or Sunday? I don't remember. When I did the range test on the V11 out to Ave Maria, on the way back, rain blew in. It all of a sudden became very rainy, as it does as happens in Florida on a pretty regular basis. It became very rainy very quickly. And the end result of that was me riding through rain and wet roads for like the last, I don't know, 5 miles or so of the ride, 5 to 6 miles of the ride. At one point it was raining extremely hard. It was a downpour, and I rode through it. The wheel seemed to do fine. Didn't notice anything odd whatsoever. Once I got in, I dried off the outside of the wheel, put it on its stand, charged it up, and there it sat until I went to grab it this past weekend. As soon as I pulled it off the stand and I turned it on and just rolled it a few inches, I could instantly tell that something didn't sound right. I wasn't quite sure what it was. I just hoped it was just, to be quite honest, I had no idea, but I hoped it would go away, whatever the noise was. So I took the V11 out, headed out onto a Monkley Road, and this is what it sounded like. Yeah, listen to that. That does not sound good. I just reversed. So, yeah, it didn't sound good. And to me, it sounded like it was a metal on metal scraping, and the logical thing to me that would cause that is some sort of issue, possibly in the bearing on this wheel, on this particular wheel. That's what it sounds like. Even if I have the wheel off and spin it, you can hear it kind of growling. You ever hear bearings growling? That's kind of what it sounds like. So I of course notified Jason at eWheels about the problem, and he I sent him the video that I had of the sound, and he shared it with some people at Inmotion. And long story short, you know, Jason's going to take care of me. I'm going to either get another wheel, or we're going to just put another motor in it, one or the other. But I just wanted to let people know that this is the reason why, because I got a lot of questions about, you know, why didn't you ride the V11? Why didn't you ride the V11? No V11. That's why. So, you know, as the days have passed, I've been thinking about this scenario, and I'm not sure if it was, you know, if it would have been a different outcome. Like, say, I rode in the rain, and then the next day I went out and I rode again. You know, having it sit for a week, you know, when it was soaking wet, and then sit for a week without using it, without spinning the wheel, maybe that contributed to the problem. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm hoping that it's a one-off issue. I definitely will be more aware of riding in the rain, and if there is a bigger problem, Inmotion will deal with it. That's the deal, guys. That's why I am not riding my V11 currently. I hope to have the issue resolved soon. I don't think it's going to be that soon, just because it's not like eWheels has lots of V11 parts sitting around right now. I don't believe they have any, actually, so I'm kind of stuck until more wheels arrive on shore, and that should get me back on the road. So in the meantime, what I plan to do is do some other stuff with the wheel. I want to go over in detail, like the procedure to fill the valves. I've been talking to Zen Lee, who works for eWheels out in Arizona. He just posted a very good review. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out. Of his V11, he's a V11 as well, and he actually damaged one of the valves on his shock, on his one shock, running it off road with Tarzan, who I didn't know Tarzan was out in Arizona right now, but evidently him and Zen are friends, and they were riding together, and the one shock got damaged in the process. So I have a couple of things I want to go over. So anyways, guys, that's really all I had to say. It does not make me feel badly about the V11. I love the wheel. I feel just mostly bummed that I'm not able to ride it right now. Yeah, and I probably could ride it, but I don't feel good riding it with that kind of noise going on. So I'm not going to ride it, and we'll just see how things work out. Hopefully they work out well and they work out quickly, because all in all, I can't stress enough, and I commented about it several times when I was riding the 16X instead of this, how I immediately missed suspension. It immediately felt like I was like I was transported back in time to when the wheels really bounced me around. And I've been riding the S18 and the V11 exclusively for like a month and a half, so I've actually already become sort of accustomed to suspension. So, and it also has reaffirmed my desire to, I'm going to probably sell at least 2 of my wheels that I have in my collection. So look for the information on that soon. So anyways, guys, that's all I have. Just want to get a quick video out there. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a couple other things here tonight. Take it for what it's worth. Not looking to sound any alarms. Still think it's a fantastic wheel, but I just wanted to be transparent and honest about the reason I'm not running it right now, and that's all. So, if you guys found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, you can always think about subscribing. The subscribe bell is over there somewhere, the subscribe button. The subscribe button is over there, and then the bell to get notified of new videos. Brain farting everywhere. New videos is over there as well. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. What did you think of that noise? It doesn't sound good. I mean, it rode fine. It didn't ride abnormally. It just sounded bad. So, but anyways, that's all I have for you for now, guys. Until next time, Duffman out. This is no longer rain right now. This is borderline downpour.